Colleen.
Okay, so this morning I am going to be discussing the issue of plastic surgery and why I think it should be outlawed.
Cosmetic surgery is exploding industry, especially in Southern California, the glamour capital of the world, where plastic surgery is just about everything. Rhinoplasties or nose jobs are among the most common procedures, but sometimes patients get uncommon results.
Sarah Jefferson has wanted a nose job for years, and she's finally going to have one. In this video, Sarah says she was feeling goofy and so excited. All smiles as she prepped on the operating table. And before she knows it, surgery's over. As soon as Sarah looked in the mirror, she had concerns.
I noticed that my knuckles were invisible and that my system was almost gone.
And when the bandage came off,
It was really scary. I didn't recognize myself.
the more time passed, the worse she felt about it.
I pretty much locked myself in my house for 3 months. I lost my food for 3 months. Thank you for a really bad day.
Sarah is not alone. Thousands of patients go looking for a nose job makeover, or what's called precision rhinoplasty.
9.2 million cosmetic surgeries were done last year here in the United States. The number 2 procedure after liposuction is rhinoplasty. Why? Because it's such a difficult procedure to do. Complications do arise. In fact, medical stats show that 12% of all nose jobs end up having to be redone.
Not that uncommon.
Tall, thin, blonde, tan, six-pack abs, big boobs, and more. This is what so many people think about when they think of someone who is pretty. But what is pretty? People will go to endless amounts of effort to fit into this pretty category. One procedure that insecure people go through is cosmetic surgery. Cosmetic surgery is a branch of plastic surgery, and plastic surgery is repairing especially external damage to the body or improving a person's outside appearance. Celebrity testimony is a huge problem in this issue because we see the models with perfect bodies, or so we think, and people like Michael Jackson, may he rest in peace. But this is a major problem for us because the average age for these procedures are middle to low 20s, and the lowest age is usually around 13. That's younger than us, which means some people our age are getting these procedures out there. So that's why I want to convince you that plastic surgery should be outlawed unless for medical purposes. And when I say medical purposes, I mean like, say someone gets stuck in a fire and gets half their face burnt off, and they need to get a nose job in order to breathe, then that's okay. First of all, plastic surgery should be outlawed unless for medical purposes because it's a quick fix that supplies short-term satisfaction. This means that it wears off quickly. As you saw in the video, these procedures do not last forever, so people, when they're not happy with it anymore, want to get a repeat surgery. And eventually these people become obsessed and get an addiction to these procedures. People are obsessed with being perfect. This is called body dysmorphic disorder, when people are convinced that they are ugly. This addiction can be a very costly one. That leads into my next argument, that these procedures are very expensive, so that's why they should be outlawed unless for medical purposes. Each procedure is around $5,000, but it can be as much as $10,000 or even more. In the recession, plastic surgery should not be what these people are wasting their money on. If they're not happy with their weight, then they should be spending their money on a gym membership, which would increase their health and is less expensive. Or they can be buying good food to eat so that they become healthier over time. These people are just lazy, which is why they want to get a procedure so they don't have to go through the whole working out stage. But spending all this money in a recession is not good. These people will come in debt to our country. And why would they want to spend this much money on something that's so dangerous? And that's why my third argument is that plastic surgery should be outlawed unless for medical purposes because it's not safe. One type of plastic surgery is liposuction. That's when a doctor removes excess fat from the body that you're not happy with. For example, if someone wants to get liposuction because they think their stomach is too big, then the doctor would remove the excess fat. But then their stomach gets really small, but they just keep eating the way they used to, and it starts to grow and grow. But the skin isn't as stretchy as it was before now that they got that procedure, so it can burst. When interviewing Dr. Rick Manstein, I found out that after these procedures, many people suffer from blood clots, or even worse causes, and the doctors have to tell their patients that they might not be happy with their procedures at the end, or that they could suffer from death or infections, and many more. So, okay, maybe my muscles aren't as defined as I'd like them to be, but do I really want to risk my life just so I can have more defined muscles? No. The death rate for these procedures is about 1 in every 5,100 procedures these people die. Now, it may seem like not a lot to you, but why even take that chance? And 1 in every 298 people suffer from complications, says Dr. Michael Powell. So why would you spend all this money on danger? I don't know. That is why I'm trying to convince you that before you get to the average age of middle to low 20s, plastic surgery should be outlawed unless for medical purposes. Because again, why would you want to risk your life on something that will only supply short-term satisfaction? I want you to realize these risks before ever thinking about getting one of these procedures. My plan is that once I tell you about all these problems that can happen, you will spread the word, and eventually nobody will be getting these procedures unless for medical purposes. So, the Hollywood influence on this problem is a huge issue. Like, all these actors out there, they're getting these procedures, but look at Stephanie Pratt. She just got, I don't even know how many nose jobs, but she looks worse than she did when she started. And she has many other problems also. These can lead to depression and anything because these people are not healthy with their bodies. So I ask you, after hearing my arguments, do you really see the point in going through all this trouble for something that can kill you? Didn't think so. Thank you.